Embarrassing myself again. Here we go. Perfect. Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm actually really excited today because today we're making homemade extracts. Unfortunately, that's not going to be done for like a year because I want them to be really strong extracts, but this is where you start. So, hang on, let me make this bigger. So, if you haven't already been preparing for it, you need alcohol. Let's see, actually. First of all, you gotta decide what kind of extracts you want to make. For me, I'm gonna be making vanilla extracts. I'm gonna make a few different kinds of vanilla extract because depending on the type of alcohol you use, obviously the flavor is gonna be a little bit different. So let's get things together while we wait for people, if anybody comes. If you're watching this from the future on YouTube, hello, thanks for watching. If you're watching this live on Twitch, hello, thanks for watching. So, 8 ounces. So, let's see. I wanted to make these as strong as possible, and I mean, it's still gonna take a year to make, but we're gonna be using 10 beans per 8 ounces of alcohol. So, that's a lot of beans. I'll put it in the description as well, but I will link the vanilla beans that I got. I got them off Amazon, and hang on a second. Okay, I got them off Amazon, and honestly, they're a pretty good deal. $20 for 10 beans. I kind of splurged on the beans, but I mean, $30 for really good quality, extracts that, you know, use better alcohol and like, I don't know. Homemade is almost always better. Then we're also gonna make, let's see, lemon extracts. I believe it's about the same. I don't know how much zest or peel we need though. So for the orange and for the lemon extracts, we're just gonna use vodka because we want the flavor of the orange and lemon to come through. Note, makes 1 cup. Prep time does not include 2 months waiting period. So 2 months, I would say, 2 months I think even is a little too little. I feel like you shouldn't use them till about six months, you know, just to really get the flavor out. I wonder if I should just put them all into one big pot and then just make one big one. Let's see. Thank you for the subscription. Why didn't I hear anything from that? Thank. Thanks for the pride paint, Arsonist. That's what it says. I wonder why I didn't get the sound alert for the thing. Damn it. Anyway, thank you. Regime suggest a poll. Oh god. Wait, who did it? Wait, this is so... Gotta get... Manage requests. I don't see. Oh, it's... Huh, weird. Okay. I changed some stuff and now it's like... There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Stupid, was it you that redeemed the suggested poll? I didn't see anything. Whoops. Nope. What did I do? It said redeemed suggest a poll 500? I don't know. It was you. For the heart. What the hell? That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna reject it! Okay. Cool. Thanks for the sub. Cool. What are you up to? Dude, I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting to do this for so long. The instructions on the vanilla bean said to wrap them up 3 times, so I've got them in. Like 3 different ziplocs. They smell so good. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, does that mean I get to use my new little paring knife? I got a new paring knife. It's curved on the edge, so it's a lot easier to hold and mess around with. Okay. Just take this off to the side. Get our bottles. Wow. They smell so freaking good. I've never actually done this before or worked with real vanilla before. So, wait, hang on. Doubly messing with the computer. Rose Rain, I'm here for extract knowledge. Did I miss it? You did not. Hey, you used my I didn't realize my emotes got accepted already. Nice. Isn't that adorable? Hi Rose, welcome. Oops. Are you from one of the Discords? I'm gonna use my big one actually. Bigger bowl. I'm not just a surfing Twitch Food and drink is my home base. Oh, cool. Well, welcome. Okay. So, in case you missed it, we need alcohol today. And we're gonna make vanilla extract first. So the first thing we gotta do is cut the beans lengthwise. So that means we're gonna cut it... Oh, let me move it over this way. We're gonna be cutting it this way. Shoot. Now the thing says you can trim the top if you wanted to, but I think they look kind of cute like that. So, knife skills. Be safe. Err on this on the side of caution. Don't... How should I explain what to do here? It's kind of scary to do it like this. You know what I mean? Because you could like... Shoop! Slip. So... You start kind of almost at the stem. Just slowly travel along. Keep your fingers out of the way. Keep anything that could be cut out of the way. Take your time, don't be fancy. Exactly. Thank you for the tier 2 subscription, Arsonist. You just want to get the emotes, don't you? You're adorable, aren't they? And then exactly what Rose Rain says. Take your time. Don't be fancy. Like, there's no reason you need to rush anything. Because the more you try to rush, the more time it'll take you to do the job, because you might end up messing up or having to start over. Okay, so make sure we get all the way. Cool. Wait till you see the rage one. Well, don't go for the rage one, because you can unlock it with the channel points. Okay, check it out. So, a little hard to see, but once we split it down the middle, you can split it along the... It's hard to see along the thing like that. It's hard to show. I read one site that was saying to scrape out the seeds, but that's where the flavors are, my friend. You want to keep that all in there. Oop. I'm probably gonna have to trim him down because... Dang. So, just be careful of your fingers and slice. Oh. Number 2. I kind of want to do it like this, but I'm... Yeah, so for this one, I'm not going to do it flat. I'm going to do it kind of vertically. If you're not used to using knives, don't do it. Do it, just lay it down flat. If you are used to using knives, like me, you're allowed to try. But if you're not, just be careful. This is also another reason why sharp knives are better. Because, like, all I'm doing is dragging this along the bean, and it's like slicing it. I'm not really putting too much effort. Most of my effort is making sure I am focused. Focus! Oh, I got an emote thanks to Arsonist's subscription. What? Let me press that little thank button right next to that real quick. Thank. Send thanks. Does that mean everyone in the channel can use that emote now? The little bee, cute little bee thing. Okay, that's easier to see. Okay, I'm gonna do them vertically from now on, I think. I wonder if I should get to the stem up there. I'll leave it. Let me see if I can show you. Oh yeah. That one. That one will split open. Ooh. All the flavors in there. You can't really see it because my camera's a little low quality, but actually, I guess I could just show a little bit. Vanilla beans on the tip of the knife right there. It's just a bunch of them inside the bean. It's beautiful and it smells amazing. And just cut it. Yeah, I like doing them vertically like that. Go slow, don't be fancy. The most important thing is staying safe. Oh yeah. Oh, this is making me so happy. Okay. These are amazing. This may take a while because I wanna do it right. This one's all twisty. So for vanilla extract, I forgot to mention if you're gonna be shopping around for it, because I don't think I have the link up on under about right now. But if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, you're out of luck. Just joking. So there's grade A and grade B vanilla beans. And you know, logically you'd think, oh, you know, you want to get the best possible beans for extracts so that it tastes the best, so you want to get grade A. That's not necessarily true. I can't say that I exactly understand the main differences between A and B. I believe it's like the moisture content for extracts, because it's going to be sitting in alcohol for God knows how long. It's better if it's dry. So it can... I'm not even going to finish that because I don't know why. It's better if it's dry. But yeah, long story short, if you're wanting to do this, get grade B vanilla beans as opposed to grade A. Now, those 3 types of vanilla beans are based on where they grow. There's Mexican, Tahitian, and Madagascar. These ones, I believe, are Madagascar. And... oh wait, no. Ooh. Get back in there. Yeah, Madagascar. These are Madagascar. And apparently, those are gonna be the better ones over Tahitian. Mexican, I couldn't find that much information on that when I was looking, so I can't really speak to that one. Go slow, be safe, don't be fancy. So basically what we're doing is right now is we're exposing all those delicious little seeds. All the oils that are in the beans. I very, very much enjoy opening them up and looking at all the beans inside. It's amazing. I'm also very glad that I got my new knife in time, because my other little paring knife would have been so crappy for this. This is perfect. The hook on the end is like perfect. You're so beautiful. I have like 20 more beans to do. Unless we want to do one and get that started. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Get one started. And then putz around on more beans. Oh man. And it's very, very, very satisfying. Hey Flubby! It's very, very satisfying to just slice right through the bean just like butter. So Flubby, we making extracts, vanilla extract. What are you doing? What's up with you? Also, I will be going back to streaming games more regularly as well. Just got a little busy there. All right. Let's start one, because I really want to see what it looks like. Oh, Rose Rain, thank you for the follow. Did you say that? I don't know why I'm not getting alerts on this thing, so I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry if I miss it. Watching someone extract vanilla. Cool. Must be interesting. So, for the vodka, or sorry, for the alcohol in general, for extracts, you want to use something around 40. What I've read is about 40 to 45% alcohol, something or other, and you want 100 proof, 80 to 100 proof. 80 is what I hear. A lot of the user reviews or advice said 100 or mentioned alcohol that was 100. So anywhere between 80 to 100 proof would be perfect. So for vodka today, we're gonna use the red Smirnoff Red. It's 40% alcohol, and I don't know where the freaking the proof is. How do I tell? Is there a way that I can like guess by the numbers or something? Anyway, that's what we're using today. So hopefully I can open this. We taking shots early Sunday? Yes! Breakfast shots. The funny part is, okay, so let me... I went to the liquor store and went up to the to the cashier with this, and this. And I really, really badly wanted to say, I'm not an alcoholic, you know, I don't usually buy this much alcohol. But that just sounds extra incriminating, doesn't it? Like, why are you defending yourself? I didn't say anything. So, those are the other alcohols for the other vanillas we're gonna do. But we're gonna start with vodka, since I already opened it. No shots. I would have been like, yeah, sure. Exactly, right? What? It's like, why you gotta lie to me? I'm not judging you. Now I am, because you feel the need to, like, lie to me. But before that, I thought you were fine. So I got these cute little funnel things. Oh wait, maybe we should put the vanillas first. I'm gonna do it. I guess I can mix it. Okay, these are 8-ounce bottles I also got from Amazon. And they're so short. I wish they were standing. They stay standing. People do that a lot. When people used to buy like preparation H. They'd be like, that's not for me. Yeah. And you're just sitting there like, cool. Yeah. I'm like, don't tell me, I don't care. Yeah, I know. People are a little bit too open with like retail workers and like especially cashiers and shit. Like, there are some things that I don't have to know. That being said, I've gotten some really cool stories from people before working at a grocery store. Okay, let's see if I don't mess this up. I'm gonna mess this up. I don't trust myself. Use a crappy rag. Hey friends. Let's do this. It says 8 ounces, but I mean, I can only fill it up a certain amount anyway. We should leave some room, so let's see. I wish this had like one of those easy pour spout thingies, like they do with like olive oil. Look at it go! Okay, so at the very least, you want all of the beans to be submerged. But we're gonna, since this is gonna take at least 6 months, but I'm gonna wait about a year. 8 months maybe. I'll lose my patience. It's minimum 8 months. And then, yeah, I want to have as much as possible. I should have just made like one big batch. What's the science behind this? So, the alcohol, while the vanilla sits in the alcohol, it'll eventually just like take the juices and the flavor out of the vanilla. I don't 100% know the science behind it. I just know that that's what I'm supposed to do, and that's what happens when I do this. What takes 8 months? The extract process. Yeah. It's kind of boring. I know I'm gonna make all these things, but I won't be able to use any of it until for a long time. Fill it up a little more. You just wanted to use that emote? Oh, I love them. They look so good. I'm so glad. If anybody out there is looking for Twitch emotes, I can recommend this person. They were very affordable. They were very kind, and obviously did a great job. Next stream in 8 months. Yeah, I won't stream until these are ready. Now, okay, so vodka. Cool. It's our vodka, vanilla. Should label them before I forget what they are. So technically, I could use these in about, they say 8 weeks is like the minimum you want to wait, but the longer that you wait, the more flavor comes out of it. So I'll be waiting a long time. Wait, no. Why is my writing so ugly, you guys? God darn it. Is it 6/21? Happy Eclipse Day, friends. If you are on the east side of the world, you're able to see it. I'm gonna put it up top here so that right now, open that first one in 4 months. Man, fine. I guess it's just the vodka one. It's not the vodka that I'm looking forward to. Hang on, let's see. In here? They're up there. And down here. Ah, our first bottle of extract. Boom. Vanilla vodka. So, one other thing you gotta do with extract is every couple days or so, just pick it up and shake it around. Just get everything moving and everything. Ooh, that was fun. I didn't do much, but that was really fun. It's time to do 20 more beans. I'm very much looking forward to the bourbon. Oh my god, these are like having kids. What? You gotta shake them every 2 days. Gotta pick them up and shake them every once in a while for 8 months. You shake the kids for 8 months or every 8 months? Are stupid. I think that's called child abuse. Oh god, this smells so good. Okay. We're gonna make bourbon next. Dang, I thought I could make it all the way. This part must have so much vanilla because there's just like a big glob. I can't really see. Hey, you just set up a new ring camera. You may get notifications randomly, so you turn them off on the motion light so you know. Thank you. On my phone? Heck yes, I love opening them up. So satisfying. TOS. What's TOS? Hello. Hi, Birdie. Love it. You guys, this is amazing. Thank you for anyone who's watching right now and experiencing my first time making vanilla extract from scratch, because this is awesome. I've never been this adventurous with cooking in the kitchen, or with anything really. I've never been an adventurous person, but like hanging out with you guys and like doing stuff is really fun, so thank you. This is amazing. Also, it smells very good. I know I've said that a million times. This one's kind of funny on that side. Let's do the other side. When are you gonna come visit and jam out, eh? Next year, fuck it. Hold you to it. So... Wait. And you are adventurous, love. You should come visit, stupid. And then get trapped because of the coronavirus. You just chill with us. You can be my guinea pig. I need someone else to eat stuff. Me and Farty can only eat so much. Perfect. They're like a little too tall to not be cut. Yo, I'm down to eat stuffs. Hell yeah. You'll just have to get used to me, like, making you describe what you're tasting. It's not just like, oh yeah, this is good. No! Is it bright? Does it go up? Does it go down? Isn't it flat? Like, you have to tell me what it tastes like. You can't just tell me it's good. I need... It's a job. I'll probably just ask for banana bread all the time. Yeah. I'm done with that. The only reason I haven't finished the banana bread I made last week is because I didn't want to say that I finished an entire loaf of banana bread in a week. In less than a week. The funny part is, if I were to show you what I've got left of the loaf, I ate most of that in like 2 days, so it's like, it doesn't even matter. Fuck, that bread would have been gone same day in my hands. Yeah. I probably could have if I tried. Been so hungry lately. No, it turned on its side. Excuse me. If you guys have any requests too for stuff you wanna see me make, I'm always down to listen to the requests. I don't know that I'll make it. First request I got was for Pacha. It's basically like haggis. Just a little different. Mongolian. How can I do that? I don't have like the big giant like cooking thing. Oh yeah. When I was elementary, my best friend was Mongolian. We would play fighting games all day and yo-yo. Did you ever tease him about, like, the South Park stuff? The Mongolians. His dad would always be in his room watching old Asian fighting movies and yelling at the TV. It was awesome. That sounds awesome. So there was one time a long time ago, I was hanging out with my friends. Yeah, and we were watching Ip Man. That's a martial arts movie, and the main character's name is Ip Man. Ip, I-P. And we did it so that every single time they said Ip Man or Yip Man, whatever, you had to take a drink, not a shot, thank God. The number of times that there were just crowds going, Ip Man, Ip Man, Ip Man. We're just there like, oh God. And me taking little sips and stuff. Oh no. I can't drink. I can't drink for shit. I'm a lightweight. I also don't drink anymore. I only go to the liquor store for food stuff, okay? It was awesome. Why does my name have first next to it? I don't know. I think it's the first 10 subscribers get that. I think. You get a special badge. Here we go. Bourbon. This is the one we wanted to do. So for bourbon, I chose Evan Williams, white label, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. I don't know what the heck that means. It's 50% alcohol, and it's 100 proof. Where did I see the proof? Yeah, right over here. 100 proof. This was chosen as, or from a recommendation from a random Reddit thread that I saw. So, I don't know anything about alcohol. I gotta get sub badges probably next week or so. But I don't have any ideas for what the sub badge theme would be. Cupcakes is already taken by like every other person. Okay, so da-da-da. Don't waste any. Oh my god, that color is amazing. I wonder if my hand's covering it. Oh god. No, I looked up to look at the screen and I spilled some. I was gonna say that, like, just wanted to show you guys the color. Darn it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Now it smells like bourbon. How far did I go? Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. I know I've asked before, but what is that tattoo on your chest? It is the Om symbol. You know, when people meditate, like Om. I'm sure if anyone knows anything about the Hindu religion or beliefs or whatever, they'll correct me. But the easiest way I can put it is it means God. It's for me, it's like the equivalent of having like the cross on like the necklace or something. I'm spilling so much booze. Make that subject very religious, maybe not. Well, then what would I need like a theme, right? Because I guess I don't need one, because a lot of channels will do like my thought was doing pancakes, like, you know, 1 pancake, 2 pancakes, and then 3 pancakes, and then pancakes with butter and whatever. But someone already beat me to it, and I don't want to copy anyone. But I guess it's hard to be original at this point. Okay, you guys, that is amazing. It's actually kind of hard to see on the camera, but yeah, it's hard to see the color. But it looks amazing. Let's see. There. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. And the whole bottle smells like booze because I I spilled a bunch. Label that. What would you guys think of like a cosplay stream? Would that be lame? Would that be like, hey, oops? Would that be like, hey, look at me? Or something. Guess that's what cosplay is. Not lame, but you gotta do some food related to it. Yeah, of course. Well, or I was thinking like a gaming stream for when I stream FF again. Kind of want to top up the vodka. I don't know what kind of food-related cosplay I could do. Other than, like, Food Wars, but, I mean, that's not... Don't know that. I see what you're saying. So if I were to just do some random... Well, because I really... I bought freaking Tifa's costume to cosplay her this year. But I really don't think cosplays are gonna happen. Or, excuse me, conventions are gonna happen. So, that's crappy there. But yeah, just dressing up as Tifa randomly would be kind of weird. For like a cooking stream. There's FF Foods. What? 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 No, just her costume. Her remake costume. If I played Final Fantasy 15 more, I could make food from there. Or 14, FF14 foods, but I never crafted in 14. I hope everyone's day is going well so far. I slept in till like 7 o'clock and that is very, very late for me. But it felt very good and I obviously needed it. God, why is this so fun? For me, anyway. I thought it would work like that. That's kind of not much control. Vanilla beans, nice. Yep. Hello, Jacob. Jacoby. These are grade B Madagascar vanilla beans. And we are making vanilla extract with them. So far I've made vodka vanilla, bourbon vanilla, and I'm about to do white rum vanilla. At some point, I will make a dark rum vanilla, because I want to make rum balls for Christmas. But that'll have to wait. Oh wait, these wouldn't be ready by Christmas anyway. Well, technically they could be. Last one. White rum. For this one, we chose Rodrigo, and again, it was just somebody that recommended it online. This is 40% alcohol with 80 proof. 40% alcohol and it's 80 proof. Again, if you're just joining in the live, if you're wanting to do this, you want at least 80 proof and at least 40% alcohol volume. Stick the vanilla beans in there. Hopefully this one I don't spill. Ooh, I'm gonna spill if I do that. This one's easy to pour because it has that little spout thing. Nice. Okay. Close that up. White rum. I can start to see some of the vanilla beans coming out of the pods and stuff. So cool. So I think what I'll do is I'll keep up with or show you guys maybe once a week how the extracts are doing, because I gotta shake them up and all that anyways. And it'll help me remember too. Cool. Now we have 3 kinds of vanilla waiting. Being made. Okay. Alrighty. I wish I had a zester, like those funny looking zesters with the holes instead of like the microplane. So that might be easier to do this with, but oh well. So let's do lemon extract. And half the reason I wanted to make extracts in the first place was because lemon seems to be the most popular flavor for my cakes, and I would zest 4 lemons per batch. Granted, it made a few cakes, but that's still a lot of freaking lemons. Okay. So for these guys, we're gonna get the rind off, but we're not gonna zest them. We're going to peel them, I guess. So hopefully my peeler works well enough. Okay. Okay, it does. Alrighty. So when you're using a peeler, especially if you're still pretty new to like the kitchen and stuff, always go away from you. Kind of hard with the lemon though. Always go away from you. That way if it slips, you're not slipping into yourself, you're not slipping on your finger that's, you know, kind of trying to keep everything in place. God, what am I trying to say? So, top to bottom. Try not to get too much of the white part. Have fun with your lemons. I gotta run. Thanks for joining in. My lemons. Yeah, try not to get too much of the like the actual like white part of the rind off, cause that's where like the bitter lemon flavor is. The actual lemon flavor is in the yellow, the colored part. Now, I'm used to using this, so I'm gonna do it kind of easier way for me. Guess I could show this way too. So, you know, you start from here and you use your thumb to stabilize. This will be much easier with a sharper peeler. I think I'm gonna go down the other way. Can you use a knife? Never tried. I've never actually had to zest a lemon like this before, so. These guys. Yeah. They're gonna work. Yeah, why not? Nope, that's a lot of white. Yeah, see, that's the difference. And the white versus just the yellow part. Wish I had a bone and knife. Just gonna try to get rid of some of the white there, because this is a huge piece of rind that I'm not willing to part with. Trim it though. Dang. That's what I get for being lazy. I'll deal with that later, I think. Put it off to the side. Living up to the name Baker, huh? Yep. This was always the plan, Garf, but I had to get some stuff ready. Nice to see you. It's been a while. I know I haven't really been streaming any games and stuff. How you been? There. Deal with those guys after. I guess I don't need you. Back to the peeling thing. Oh, this is so awkward. I wish I just had a little zester thing. So I'm really trying not to put too much pressure when I pull back, but it's a little hard because it's a little dull. I haven't really just been on. I've been good, just kind of felt burnt out. Yeah. Well, good thing you took a break and stuff. You gotta take care of yourself first. Nice to see you though. Hopefully that means you're feeling better. be starting to stream gaming again pretty soon too. It should be hopefully the Tuesday. See how she goesies. There you go. Now I'm getting used to it. It helps to kind of. So my peeler's not very sharp, so it's helping to kind of saw it a little bit. Is that gonna be lemon zest cake? Yeah, I'm feeling better. Good. Nope, I'm making extracts today. So these rinds are gonna go into these little bottles, and I'm gonna throw some booze in them. And in minimum 8 weeks they'll be ready, but I'm gonna be waiting quite a bit of time on these, because I want to make them really strong. The cool thing too is I can keep on adding to these. Like I can add more fresh lemon zest later on, and I can add more vanilla, or I can take the vanilla beans out and do something with them, put fresh vanilla beans in. Like, it's really cool. So put you in there. I don't actually know how much lemon I need for one. Let's see. Consult Google. Tried making lemon zest cake once. Tried. Yeah. I've got a good lemon cake recipe, but it took me a while to find it as well. If you want, I can make a lemon cake video. These are already 3/4 filled by the peels when they're placed inside. Doesn't really say. Well, we're gonna use all the lemons that were brought to me. Yeah, it really helps to move back and forth. There you go. Kind of sawing at it instead of just trying to slide it through. Glad you're feeling better. Do you bake a lot, Garf? Or cook a lot? Cook a lot? Okay. So I'm noticing that this one's really juicy and my hands are getting slippery. Take the time, you know, dry stuff off. Dry your hands off. That way you don't slip. Took 2 seconds to dry it off. I feel safer already. We're gonna have a lot of peel in here, and I like it. Yes, I do. So tired of zesting lemons. Try, yeah. I do home ec. Oh, cool! Nice. I would say home ec was my favorite class, but the home ec teacher was... They're okay. My school was really... I was fortunate with my high school in that they had a cafeteria that was not run by students, but it would be students that like make food and make lunch for like the school for them to buy at lunchtime and stuff. It was really, really cool. Cafeteria was my favorite course. Anything to do with like serving food and stuff. Serving, cooking food. Though I'm going to get an F. I think I'm pretty good at it. Wait, so how do you get what? Explain that to me. If you're good at it, how come you're gonna fail? Is it because you're good at it and you don't want to listen to the teacher? I don't know why it's going sideways like that. Started out relatively straight, but I can make good Irish food, but aside from that, I'm a goner. Well, you gotta start somewhere. If you know how to make Irish food, that means you know how to read recipes. Maybe you've got some knife skills. You can make anything. I should probably do it. I don't know if I should, like, maybe trim them up a little. Maybe. Lengthwise. Well, if we cut him more surface area, so hopefully that means that would be make it stronger. So we're just gonna maybe cut into strips. Seems like it'd be a good idea. Or not. I feel like that would just take forever. No, it would look better. So don't forget, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so don't forget about the claw technique. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've got a video. Well, not a video. Part of a live stream talking about it. Otherwise, a quick rundown is make sure your fingers are tucked in. Make sure your thumb's tucked in. Cut myself with a knife more than I've cut potatoes. But we'll just not talk about that part and say I'm really good at Irish cooking. Well, just take your time when you're cutting stuff. You don't have to go any faster than you need to do it safely. Slice these guys up. I don't actually know if I should be doing this, but whatever. I can do a knife skills video for you, Garf. Knife safety is super important. I think this bottle is going to be like filled to the brim with lemon zest. That'd be sweet. I wonder if I can make a couple of those. Paw technique. Keep those fingers in. Well, since I've cut myself a lot, I can only really use a butter knife safely, so I should probably work on that, yeah? Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Is it just that you go too fast? Are you too confident? Wonder if I'm gonna go overkill with this. Uh-oh. But the lemons. Too clumsy. Today I chopped a plate and it split in half. What? Maybe you're too strong. I wonder if that's enough. Should I make 2 bottles of lemon? Since I already cut them all up anyway? Yeah, I guess so. Why not? I won't be drinking this booze anyway, since I'm not. The funny ones. Perhaps. It's alright, just keep practicing. You'll get there. I just did something there again. What'd you do? It's been like 2 seconds, Garf. Made it so my arrow keys were WASD keys. Yeah, all my years of gaming make me change my keys. Are you playing something right now? I can't really see people's statuses. easier. Like I said, burnt out, so no games that I found fun really. Only thing I've been playing for like 10 minutes is Bloons TD6. What's that? Just want to top off the second one just a little bit. Where you have monkeys and they pop balloons. Oh, cool. The first thing I thought it was Super Monkey Ball. Saw someone playing that on Twitch this week. I was like, people play DS games still? People speedrun it a lot. People speedrun a lot of things. That's cool though. I should have weighed them, but I wasn't expecting to make two. Guess I can still see what they are now. Hmm. 221, 214. Not bad. These both go in there. Okay. So, for anyone in the future watching this, seems like 2 lemons per 8 ounces. Seems to be a good amount. Okay. People speedrun making a tortilla. That's true. The world record is like 9.86 seconds or something. For tortilla or for your game? Vodka. For tortilla. Oh, interesting. Why does that seem very long? Or is it like from start to finish? 9 seconds. 9.86. Under... well, under 10 seconds. Oh yeah, so for lemon, we're using vodka. make sure we have enough for everything first. Start to finish. Oh, Jesus. Whoa, I have to see that. I can barely do anything in life in 10 seconds. I shouldn't over. I wish. Just want to push down the rinds to get all the rinds all submerged. Get in. It's like seaweed. Yuck. Just lay them off. Lemon 1 and lemon 2. There's a lot of weird speedruns. Yeah. I've seen speedruns of like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time in like, was it 23 seconds or minutes? Can't be minutes. It's like they did a thing, or they glitched it out right at the beginning where you go into like the garden to see Zelda for the first time, and they did a glitch and it brought them to like the final battle with Ganon or something, and I don't know, people are crazy. Like how do you even come across these things, you know? And you know that they're testing for them. Like they're finding them on purpose. Actually, it's probably good that I made 2 lemon extracts. There's a speedrun for sharpening pencils? There's even different ways, like drill percent and hand percent. That's so strange. People are much more skilled at things than I, so they must get bored and then they have to find things that are challenging, but everything is already challenging for me. I'm a dummy. Cool. Random 2 lemon extracts. I don't know. That should be enough for 1 more, huh? Shit. I wasn't expecting to make 2 lemons. Let's see. I gotta wash another bottle too. Where did I put the bottles? There. Once I finish this orange, it shouldn't take too long. Once I finish the orange, I'll set up for a little bit of cake decorating. Starting from the basics though. Not from baking the cake, but leveling it, crumb coating it, all that. I own the world record in lasagna percent, which of course was made by me. Nice, good job. I'm so proud of you. Lemon stuff off that, but ooh, orange is much easier to peel. Wonder if I could ever make a world record. Ooh, I want to beat the world record for oldest living person. I think right now the record is 118. Can you imagine being 118 years old? That'd be sick. The thing about that though is I wouldn't want to be like old and like that old and then bedridden. Like I can't do anything, can't breathe on my own, can't whatever. That's not the kind of 118-year-old I think about. I've seen some 100-year-olds, or excuse, not 100-year-olds, like 80, 90-year-olds that don't even look like they're past 60. It's crazy. I do yoga with a lady at the gym. She's in her 70s. If she told you she was in her like late 50s or something, you could probably believe her. Like 50s, early 60s, something like that. Like she could probably run circles around me. She does yoga around me, like. Age is just a number. But I still want to beat the record. You could try tortilla. I've actually never made tortilla before. I wonder if it's going to be bad to have water in there. Actually, except batter. Would it? If it matters, then it would be bad all the way around, because then there's water on my orange peels before I start. Oh well. My knife is getting dull. The best thing I can make is a triple decker, which is just 3 pieces of toast, 2 eggs, and 4 sausages. My chef told me that the sign of a true chef is one who can cook eggs really well. So the fact that you can make eggs is actually impressive. Eggs are hard. Eggs are hard. Damn you, stupid Nick. He also said being a breakfast cook was one of the hardest, or like cooking on the breakfast line is one of the hardest. That's true. Everything's made to order. And we gotta make everything on the fly. And the difference between a soft egg and a hard egg is not very long. I'm a true chef now. Better watch out for my scrambled eggs. Yeah. That's where you'll get started. Your famous scrambled eggs. With world record tortillas. Another one? Yeah, I should. Nothing in there. Do. Look at these ones are a little quicker to peel. Would rum and like citrus work? White rum orange extract. My favorite breakfast is Eggs Benedict. My absolute favorite. Do you know how to make poached eggs? Poached eggs are pretty... They can be pretty annoying, but once you get them... I'm thinking of trying them. My mom really likes them, so maybe next year for Mother's Day. That's really sweet of you. That's cool. When you do it, let me know ahead of time. I can give you some tips, unless you're already a professional chef by then. You give me tips. is gonna be super orangey. 'Say, I'm not gonna put my cloth down just because I haven't spilled the last couple times, but you know that if I don't put it up, I'll spill the whole thing. I hope I have enough. Please be enough. Do I have more? I hope I do. I don't really drink vodka. I have a different vodka. Hang on a second. Stupid fruit light. I don't know what kind of vodka that is, though. %, alcohol, 80 proof. Hey! That might work. Or I wonder if there's enough there. Ah, I think there's enough there. I don't want to make different. Well, I should have checked that first. I didn't have to buy new vodka. Oh well. Watch. This isn't going to be enough. And I'm going to regret this decision. Get up to like the rim. You can always add more vodka later. You can do it, come on. Darn it. No. I have no clue what you're doing, but it looks good. So I'm making extracts. I'm just putting... Oh, man! What should I do? Do people mix alcohol? I guess I could... Could take it out and then just... Yeah, I think if I were to... Just strain it out. Use the other kind. Got a fuckload of vodka. So yeah, Garf, what I'm doing is I'm making extracts. Basically just putting a bunch of flavors into a bottle, putting alcohol into it, and the alcohol will take the flavors out. And then you can use it for cooking, for baking, for anything really. What was I doing? Oh. Don't need you. I'm sure it doesn't matter if I use two different vodkas, but I don't know. It's already all the flavor in there. Dang! I just remembered. What you remembered? I made flapjack once and they were legendary. Nice! See, you're perfectly fine at cooking. Doesn't matter if you get an F at home ec. Home ec means nothing. But maybe definitely work on like knife skills. Better label that this is different vodka. These bottles are really cool because they look like potion bottles. Sweet. Let me get this junk out the way. And we can... Ah, the poor orange vodka. Anyone want orange vodka? Slightly orange vodka? Excuse me. I was thinking of making pancakes this morning, flapjacks. I got a bunch of blueberries I need to use. Okay. He's out the way. Cool. Before I put these guys away. So, today we made 3 kinds of vanilla extract. This one we've got vodka vanilla. The color's already starting to come out. Better come closer. So yeah, the color is already starting to come out. It's not as clear anymore. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Yeah, I won't show you the... You can kind of see some of the beans floating around in there. That's awesome. That's gonna be so cool. We made vanilla bourbon. It's got such a nice color on it already. Unfortunately, it makes it so that it's hard to see the beans. I stand on this. There you go. I guess it's about the same. I just gotta shake it up every few days. That's really cool. This is so exciting. Okay, and then we made white rum vanilla. I keep showing you the label. I'm sorry. So again, the color is starting to already come out. Not as much as the vodka, but it has been a little while since we did the vodka. So now cake decorating. Yep. Just want to show off what we did here from my videos. White rum vodka. White rum vodka. White rum vanilla. We made 2 lemon extracts. I keep wanting to show you the labels. Oops. They look kind of cool. They don't look as cool as a vanilla though. And orange extract. This one actually I think looks really, really cool, but that means I gotta figure out what I want to use orange for. It's a really nice color actually. Cool. Okay. Let's just get cleaned up a little here. I'm gonna see if I can somehow make cereal without causing an earthquake in Middle East Asia. Good luck! Just try not to drop anything. You should be safe if you don't drop anything. Okie dokie. Cake decorating. You will need turntable. A good serrated knife. some frosting. I've got vanilla buttercream here. Ready. Gotta stir it in. My hair probably looks bad, but I don't want any hairs in my... It's gonna be a little too soft. Okay, throw that in the fridge for a sec. Okay. Okay, let's start out with some cake. A little cake, probably. So, these cakes are kind of ugly. Don't judge. Just trying out recipes and stuff. Let me see if I can. Oh, I already read that. Okay, so most cakes you'll end up having to level off. Oh wait, before that, just make it easier for me for YouTube. Okay, let's start cake decorating. Ugh. Verbal marker. So, you want to start by leveling off the cakes, because right now they obviously have a huge dome on them. You could use a cake leveler, and I've got one, but I don't know. I've never used it, and honestly, this is much faster for me. I'm going to... If anytime you have something that you don't want sliding around, just put a rag under it. Especially if it's like slightly wet or damp, it'll keep it from moving around. Alrighty, so serrated knife, turntable, cake. You square your shoulders and kind of find the most flat part that you could cut and still maintain like extra height. Like for example, I don't know if you can really see here. You could cut along this line there. Do all the way around. But, I mean, you lose, I don't know, like a quarter of an inch between the line and like the top of the muffin top, if that makes sense. I'll try to make it make visual sense, or make it make sense visually. Okay, so square your shoulders, and all you're gonna do, hold on to the top, be careful of your hands, top or side. These are 4-inch cakes, so they're a little smaller. Bigger cakes would be easier to go like this. But anyway, square your shoulders. All you're gonna do, slice. Turn your table. Slice. Turn your table. Slice. Turn the table. Slice. Keep your shoulders squared, and as long as you do the same movement, just going around and around and around. Eventually doing, like, you do a little bit more each time, and then you come up with a relatively flat top cake. But you see what I mean? Like between that line, the darker line right there, and like the top here. If I had cut that line, it would have missed out on that part of the cake. Tastes like vanilla ice cream. You can level it off further if you want. Just don't get too caught up in it like I do. Trying to like get everything completely perfect. Okay. Now, since this is a pretty thick slice of cake, for me anyway, it's about 2 inches. I'm gonna... Oh. I wonder why that's not showing up on my chat there. Do you simple syrup your cakes? I do not. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I usually don't. I will if I'm finding that the cake is a little bit dry. But I try really hard to change and adjust my recipes so that they're not dry. How come it's not showing up on here? It's weird. Do I need to refresh it? Maybe. Hello, I am Pen Island. I didn't, for some reason your chat thing didn't show up on my other screen, so I'm sorry if I missed that. Hopefully that works better this time. Yep, so anyway, to answer your question, I usually do not, but I will if I need to. Because I've got some ready. Okay. So, when you split a layer of cake in half, that's called torting? T-O-R-T-E, I think. Yeah. T-O-R-T-I-N-G is torting. But to tort a cake is to cut it in half. And it's gonna be the same logic. Square your shoulders. And all you're gonna do is slice, turn the table, slice, turn the table, slice, turn the table, slice. Just keep going. And I mean, I kind of messed up on that. But just keep going around. And then eventually just pops off. Boop, boop. Bad news if you live in Asia. Uh-oh, Garf. Did you make an earthquake with your cereal? Let's try that again. So figure out where you want to trim off the excess. Square your shoulders. Cut. Just keep slicing around and around. Eventually that top part comes off just like that. Oop. First I dropped a bowl. So that's gone. Then I didn't want to then I didn't want to try cereal, so make tea. There's kind of water all over the counters now, and there's about 2 cookies in my tea because they fell out of my hand. Garf, you're very, very, very talented. I think that takes a lot of skill to do that. That's crazy. You dropped cookies in your tea? Okay, tort the second one, and this one hopefully will be more straight. So just slice. I'm basically just scoring as I'm going, you know? I'm not really necessarily trying to cut through the cake. If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. There. Boop. Pops off. Nice and flat-ish. Make sure, because I always parchment the bottom, take the parchment paper off. Right. Let's do a couple more of those, because I got a few things. Got a bunch of cake, honestly. Yeah, I had to spoon them out. They're like liquid cookies. No one likes liquid cookies. That sounds awful. Liquid cookies. Like soggy, like super soggy cookies. Ew. Okay, square your shoulders. Slice. Go around. Slice. 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 And just keep going around. Pop. Pop pops off. Top pops off. That one I wonder if I could have... Again, you're always welcome to level it further if you want to. And eat some cake if you want to. The top parts that I level off I usually use as middle pieces anyway, so most of the time you don't see that they're a little bit misshapen. Just keep going around, just keep slicing. That. I have one layer that's a little too short. You see? Just a tiny bit. Level off the top. Oops. It's like gummy in the middle. Is it still raw? Wonder why it's all gummy in this one. This recipe does not work for cakes. Still tastes good, but like you saw there, you can go around as often as you need to. Part of the reason you don't want to try to cut through is because when you're sawing, that's kind of when you make like the weird movements with your wrist. So if you just do just the same movement back and forth, reduces your chances of messing up your little cake thing. I technically have enough for like 3 of them. But ooh, also, if you start with cold cakes, cutting them up, it'll be so much easier to do than if your cake was still warm or like even room temperature. It's doable, but you can make your life much easier if you stick them in the fridge for like half an hour first. Again, you can go around as many times as you need to. If you're not used to this, just go slowly. Slowly. Got a lot of cakes. Why? Wait. Maybe I should stick to music instead since that's my other option. Option for what? Oh, for like a career? Those cakes look good. And why? What was the why question for? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to when that popped up. I guess I could do a little 3-layer cake for one of them. trying to see how little I'm taking off every time I go around. Why is it easier to cut a cold cake? It's just that everything's cold and put like more solidified. Especially if the cake is made with butter, which this one is. When it's obviously when it's in the fridge, butter is going to be harder. Whereas if it was warm, all these little like crumbs that are popping out, like while I'm cutting, would be there the whole time. You'd basically be tearing into the cake rather than slicing it, if that makes sense. See, because you can see all these little crumbs just coming out. And like inside. All little crumbs on my hand. Cool. Okay. Now we got a bunch of cakes to decorate, but I don't know that we'll do all of them. Okay. Now, I happen to have cake boards, but if you don't have any, you can always use cardboard. Like a piece of cardboard that you cut into shape or into size, or when I don't have any cardboard to chop up, take that paper plate and just cut it. Get like the rim off. And if you do use a piece of cardboard, wrap it in foil, and that way it's protected from the gross dirtiness of the cardboard. So if this were a piece of cardboard, just take some foil. You know, I'm sure y'alls can figure out how to wrap a thing of cardboard and foil. Now, if you use the paper plate, you don't actually necessarily have to do this. I just wanted to do it, I guess. Yeah. Looks nicer anyway. Last time I was here, you didn't have the sub button, right? And the honey buns? Nope, that's new. I got to 50 followers couple streams ago. So now I'm an affiliate, and now there's channel points. You guys can use them anytime. I don't really know what other kind of rewards to put, so if anyone's got any ideas. So, congrats. Thank you. So I'm just gonna tape a little bit of tape on the bottom of this. Tape it to my turntable. Show you a couple things. Excuse me. So if you want to do cake decorating, you can also always use like a, what should we call it? A butter knife too, if you don't really have anything, you know. Time to get 5,000. I'm trying. What was I saying? Yeah, you can use a butter knife if you need to. If you don't have these tools around. These are called spatulas. They're obviously the same name as these kinds. But God, what would you actually call them? This one I know is called an offset spatula, so it's got like the thing. I'm gonna time myself out. That's funny. You're so funny. So this is an offset spatula, and what makes it offset is that little thing there. So you can see it's not a straight thing. They have a little teeny one, and they have a big size too. Just different tools for different jobs, and then you have these. I don't know. That's metal spatula, whatever. They do have like super long ones, but I don't have any. I am not gonna need this one. Yeah. Okay, bring over the. Oh wait. Ah, perfect. Okay. I wonder how long the timeout is for. I'm not actually sure. It doesn't. I don't know if it says. Okay, so I've got my vanilla. Just giving it a stir since it just came from the fridge. Who needs 5,000 channel points when you can just ask to be timed up by a mod? It's not the same. It's not you putting yourself out. It's not the same. Okay, so since somebody mentioned simple syrup, I'll just go ahead and show that. Also, then I can taste what this vanilla cake tastes like. Okay, so when I make so before you start icing a cake, it's so important to do what's called a crumb. Well, what if I become a mod just to time myself out? Can you do that? It's like Inception type mod timing out. So yeah. When you're starting to using my thoughts. When you're starting to decorate a cake, the most important thing, in my opinion, is to get a crumb coat down. Because if you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. So, we've got our turntable, we've got the cake board set up, we have our icing, we've got our cake. Now let's get ready. So, let's see. Okay, so you want to start off with just a little bit of buttercream on the bottom. Just a little bit. Let's see, I didn't even choose my things yet. There we go. So, make sure if you use parchment paper, make sure there's none on there. That would be very, very bad. And now it's stuck on it. That's what the buttercream is for. Now for simple syrup, it helps to add flavor. It helps to keep moisture, or add back moisture, keep moisture in to cakes. Oops. You don't have to do it. I know a lot of people do it. You know, I'd be taking all these tips if I had any of these things at my house. That'd be fun if you could bake with me someday, Garb. Yeah, so you just it kind of helps to rehydrate the cake a little bit. So you just so simple syrup is equal parts water, equal parts sugar. You could change it up, but the simplest is 1:1 water and sugar. You just boil it on the stove for a little bit. Not boil it. You heat it up on the stove just so you make sure all the sugar crystals are melted. So, you just want to put just a little bit, kind of back and forth on the cake, and You'll see it kind of soak in. You really don't want to put too much, especially if you have multiple layers, because it's like, I don't know, but it depends on your cake too. If you need it, then don't be afraid to use it. Okay. It's probably too much. So we're gonna put a little bit of buttercream for our first little layer. That is a thick layer of buttercream. Let's take some of that off. So this second bowl here is very important. I'll show you in a sec why. Before you put the cream on, it kind of looked like a crumpet. Yeah, they do, don't they? Very cute. So you just want to go around. So you can, what you can do is you can kind of lay the spatula on the thing, and then just use your turntable to kind of go around. Go like that, that, whatever feels comfortable for you. Make sure it's nice and even. Gosh, that's a lot of buttercream. This is gonna be a lot of layers. Oh, okay. So once you get that first layer down, get the second layer, and again, I used like the top part that I leveled off, usually as the middle parts of the cake, just so the ugly parts get hidden a little bit more. Okay. Some more frosting in the middle. Again, you can just lay your thing down. Oops. Oops. Just go around in a circle like that. Make sure you get the icing to the edge. Make sure it's even. Okay. Again, middle part, the top that I leveled off. I'm gonna put it upside down. So now the flatter part is once again on top. Okay. And a little bit more. Frosting. It's gonna be a tall cake, friends. Are you gonna make a cake tower? Yep, looks like it. Again, make sure that parchment's off. Be very embarrassing. Quickly. This is just for me, not my husband. It's just for me. Okay. Now we've got all our layers stacked. Got our buttercream in between them, and we're ready to do the crumb coat. Ready to do the crumb coat. So this bowl here, I have it on the side there because as soon as there's crumbs in the icing, I don't want to like put it back in there. So just take a little bit, start on the top. You really, all we're doing with the crumb coat is putting a little bit of frosting all over the side, the top, and then we're gonna throw it into the fridge where it'll solidify a little bit, where the buttercream will solidify a little bit, and then all those crumbs that were, you know, getting caught and getting pulled off the cake, they're trapped. Not gonna give you a hard time. So start with the top. You really just need just a little bit. See, for this one you can kind of see the cake through the buttercream. Okay. Take a little bit, just put it on the sides. So you can lay your spatula up against the thing and then just Turn your turntable. I mean, that's not the best imagery there, but it'll work. You just keep going around with a little bit of icing. It's okay to use frosting that has crumbs in it for this part of it, obviously, because it's gonna get crumbs regardless. But it really doesn't have to be perfect, but I still get kind of picky about this stuff. You could also use the offset spatula for this. I don't really like to. Probably make it easier, but now I like to make sure all the little parts on the bottom there also have a little bit of icing just to make sure everything's all contained. Yeah, that's what you're basically doing, is you're containing the crumbs. Or, conversely, you could stop here and say that you made a naked cake. Ta-da! It's totally a thing. And then you can put, like, more frosting on the top and all that. Maybe I'll make one. Maybe I shouldn't be wasting... So, our first guy's done. Crumb prison. Yeah, exactly! First guy's done. Look at that. That's actually pretty tall. We're gonna throw him in the fridge. Not gently put, we must throw it. Now, I'm too lazy to make more circles. So I'm going to use my crayons. These are actual rounds, baking rounds that you can buy off Amazon. But don't unless you need them. You really, unless you have like a business or something, you don't need them. Just knocked over another glass. Have you ever seen those like plastic sippy cups that they have for little babies? Yeah, or like a water bottle. You should get a water bottle, a stainless steel water bottle. It'd be perfect for me. I know. You could go like that too and it wouldn't spill. Okay, so I'm not gonna use simple syrup. Oh, I forgot to simple syrup all the other layers. Oops! Oh wells. Alrighty, so we did one cake. We'll do another cake. I'll do this just a little bit faster. Not much faster, it's not like I'm that good at anything, but... So... Start with a little bit of buttercream on the bottom. Get your bottom layer. Make sure parchment's off. Kind of push it down, and I kind of wiggle it a little bit. Just to make sure it kind of moves the buttercream. Okay. Just want a little bit. Trying not to make this one as thick as the other one. It's not. There. Okay. Layer number 2. make it a little bit on the side of the bowl so it's easier to spread. Okay, layer 3. Remember, we're taking that part that we leveled off. That's kind of funny. Oh look, I messed up earlier. Here, no. I kind of want to eat it. Damn. Make it. Yeah. You can always like turn the layers around because see if like it's a little bit too tall on this side, but it's a little too short from that last layer. So, you know, move them around, twist them around, do whatever you need to do to make it look good. Okay. You're allowed to mess with the cake as much as you need to make it look good. Just don't mess with it like in a stupid way. I don't know how to explain that better. Don't be shy about making corrections, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I totally get caught up in like perfectionism or whatever. It's like if it's not exactly the way I saw it in my mind, you know, it's hard for me to accept it, and then I toss the whole thing out where it didn't need to be tossed out, or you know, anyway. Okay, last layer. I put it upside down so that the flat side on the bottom of the pan's up.
Earlier this year in a small New York City bar.
Push it down just a little, just to kind of get everything. Now, if you're doing a filling, I wouldn't push it down too much, but... Oh! Hula Heart! Hey Martha, I tried rating you, but it says I'm not able to. Love your channel. I'm baking a traditional Hawaiian cake called dobash, if you've ever heard of it before. I haven't! I wish I could tune in right now to your stream. Well, I'll watch a video afterwards. I think I have raids turned off because I don't actually understand what they are, but I appreciate you wanting to raid me. That's cool. Maybe I can turn it on. Oh no, my scrambled eggs are gonna have a challenger now. Yeah. You gotta up your game, Garf. Shit. Raids are just directing someone's viewers from their channel to yours. Oh! Wow! Then really thank you very much. Oops, I've got... Uh-oh. Just a way to support other streamers. That's so nice of you, thank you. Wish I understood better what all these things meant. Cause I know I've seen the like the option for it. It was just I try not to poke the things that I don't know what they are. Allow all raids. I'll only allow raids from friends, teammates, and followed channels. Yeah, I had block all raids. Oops. Okay. Is that all I need to do? Cool. Huh. You don't have to try and do it again or anything like that, but I really appreciate the thought. I love your tattoos. Oh, hang on. No worries, it took a good year to understand everything. A year! Oh no, I'm only a few months. a few months in, and I love your tattoos. Thank you so much. I don't know if you recognize any of them. This is Shiva. Shiva from Final Fantasy X, and I got random stuff all over. Ooh, I'm so happy. Thank you. Learn something new every day. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me. Thank you. I'm curious what that Hawaiian dish is. There's a lot of things that's from Hawaii that I want to do. I want to do like those underground barbecues. Oh man. Normally I stream gaming, but on Sundays I do cooking streams. Hey, we're the same. Cool. At this point of the day, are you done streaming already? Or like are you about to go on? I was gonna whisper you the recipe. Thank you. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. So back to the crumb coat number 2. What I'm doing is I'm just working the icing on the side of the bowl just a little bit, just so it's easier to spread on the side of the cake and stuff. Haven't played any games today since it's Father's Day. Yeah. A little bit busy. Okay, crumb coat. I would love to go to Hawaii. I'm not too familiar with like traditional Hawaiian food though, but I know that there's a lot of Filipinos in Hawaii. That's something that I hear a lot. There's a lot of Filipinos in Hawaii. Big old gap in the cake there. Another thing about the crumb coat too is you can kind of fix the gaps and stuff. I can't really see. Are you Filipino? Yep. I can barely speak Tagalog or anything like that, but I am Filipino. Okay, all the way around. And again, I like making sure that the bottom has enough icing. At the very, very bottom, close to the board. Evening out a little. Cool, cake number 2. That's cool, my boyfriend at Amazon. Aloha is Filipino. I think the raid worked now. Oh, cool, thank you. Ooh, that's nerve-wracking. You seem like a pro. That cake is so cute. I'm not a pro at all. I just really like making cakes. Woohoo, yeah. It is. I love 4-inch cakes. So this is a 4-inch cake. And they're like about 6 inches tall, 5 inches tall, but they're tiny. They're perfect amounts of cake for me and my husband. And yeah. Oops. Your setup is really cool with 2 angles. Thank you. You're being so nice to me with all the compliments. Thank you. So since we've got another one anyway to decorate, let's do one more. I'm excited to check out your channel, Hula. Okay, cake number 3. Crumb coat. Start again with a little bit of buttercream frosting on the bottom. Get your first layer. Make sure that parchment paper is off. Oh, it's still streaming. Hello, Kevin. I was wondering where you were. wait, where am I? I just tell the truth and not afraid to do so. I've never done cakes as fancy as you're doing. Oh, this is not fancy. I'm sure that... I'm sure you could do much better. I'm sure. And if not, now you've got this video to follow. Yeah, I sent you a message on Discord. I'm sorry, I haven't looked at Discord since I started streaming. I'm so dead about that. Well, thanks for joining. I'm sure you were busy. Busy with stuff. Get the buttercream to the edge as best you can. Not too far. The buttercream even. Da-da-da. No problem. How do you upload your videos to YouTube after? So they have an export, an automatic export thingy within Twitch. Yeah, so if you go into like the upper right corner and then video producer, and then in the video producer there's like the highlighting part, the highlight on the side, and then there's the 3 dots on the side. If you press the 3 dots and you hit export, you can choose to export it to YouTube, but you have to connect your YouTube, and your YouTube also has to be verified. It took them about 24 hours to verify my phone number or whatever it is, so if you don't have it verified yet, you may end up having to wait too. So this is gonna be a 4-layer cake, Kevin. Oops. 4-layer. I could make 3 layers, but why not 4? Buttercream. Get it nice and even. So, Hula, how are raids different from hosts? Like, hosting is when you're offline and raids are when you're online? I guess? Let's just get some of that off there. I personally don't like very much frosting, so usually don't. Yeah, Kevin, they're 4 layers, but they're also only 4 inches. Whoops! So, like, it's barely as long as my finger. They're very small. Also, you have to export each video individually. Yeah. It's a lot easier than downloading it off Twitch and then uploading it onto YouTube, so it does help. It also gives you an option to cut them into 15-minute segments. And I believe if your account is not verified, you have to do 15-minute segments. A little bit more buttercream. I was confused about the tea. I'll finish this first. Okay. And then remember that last layer, we're going to turn it upside down and use that flat part. Make sure any parchment paper is off. Kind of even it out. Doo-doo-doo. That's a good way to think about it. Raids are when someone is going offline and chooses to bring your viewers to yours, or your viewers to theirs, I guess. Hosts are what happen after someone's raids, since they're now offline. Anyone who's streaming or not can host you. Ah, interesting. Okay. So basically it's like, oh, I have, you know, 5 viewers here hanging out with me. Let's go to this channel together because I'm about to go offline type of thing. That's cool. 'Cause there are times that I'm like, I have so many viewers, but I'm about to go offline. What am I gonna do with you guys? That's by so many, I mean like, you know, 5 or 6. Okay, Crumb Coat. Get some on the top. Get on the sides. Oh, I heard that. Plainy Laney, thank you so much for the follow. Plainy Laney. Plain Jane. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, it's a good way to support other streamers and make their day. It really did, like, make my day. Thank you so much. Hi, your channel's awesome. Thank you. I saw another follow. Let's see. Thank you so much for the follow, Bex-chan. I hope my commands are working. They should be on. I know Nightbot's on. There we go. There we go. Welcome, Bex and Plainy, to my channel. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'd feel really stupid if I were having a lot of fun and everyone's just like, the hell's she doing? Okay, so we're just getting that extra icing off the sides there because we really don't need too much for the crumb coat. And once again, get the bottom. Make sure everything's contained in the crumb prison, as Garf said. Crumb prison. That's the kind of prison I want to be in. Get everyone's crumbs. Are you new to streaming? Yeah, I'm pretty new. Few months now. So if I'm doing something weird, just let me know. Discord, cool. I tuned in the other day and forgot to hit follow. Glad I got to catch your stream again. I'm sorry I didn't notice you last time. Thank you so much. Yay. So I'll be streaming every Sunday, streaming baking every Sundays from 2 p.m. PST. I may push it to 3 or I may be late some days depending on what I'm doing. But every Sunday will be a stream, a baking or cooking stream. I was gonna do Wednesdays, but that's just too much baking for me in terms of having stuff that I need to eat and not throw away. Between my husband and I, we can only eat so much. So many cakes. I also stream games. I'm thinking Tuesday, Thursday, but we'll see. How many subs do you have? I've got 4 right now. I joined your Discord. Did you make that carrot cake? I sure did. I think other than the takeout curry, I made all the cakes in that Discord there. Awesome, I feel that. Cool. Okay, so I don't need you. I need you. Now I happened to make everything I needed, but so I've got everything ready. Oh my gosh, Hula, thank you. You're doing so much. I collect founders badges. Oh, you do? That's what the first next to your name is then, right? Somebody asked that earlier. Thank you so much, Hula. You're teaching me a lot, and then you're helping me out a lot too. It's very kind of you. So it looks like hey DJ Robzilla. Wait, do I recognize that name? Oh, Billy, right? Yeah. Enjoy helping people since I learned everything on my own. I was very lost starting. Yeah. It's kind of how I feel now too. That's awesome of you though. It can be really overwhelming. And I mean, everyone's already well versed in what the heck they're doing, so it's like when you come in like, what's a host? People are like, So I think we're gonna make it a little easy. Get a piping bag ready. We don't necessarily need a tip, but I'm going to. La 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 da da. Probably recognize the name because I tuned in last week with Bex Chan. Cool. Sorry, I thought you were someone else. There's a lot of yous today. Ooh. You already have an awesome setup though. I didn't have a video camera until 3 months ago or so. Oh wow. And you said you'd been doing it for about a year? You're gonna do great. Just don't worry and be yourself. Thank you. I like just about die every time I'm about to go on air, but once I'm on air and talking to people, it's a lot easier for sure. What camera are you using? It's really nice. So the big camera is the Logitech 920. This one is... What was the brand on that? I don't want to like put my face in it. Oh well. It's NGE Tube, and I got it off Amazon. It's not... For the price, it's really good. It was like $60, and right now it's almost impossible to find the Logitech 920. So I bought the next best thing, and honestly, it works for what it is. But if you look at the stream before this one, I switched the cameras so that I could zoom in with this camera. But wait, I'm getting flustered. The color correction on this is kind of lame. So, amazing aloha! Thank you so much for the follow. I can't keep up with you guys. Okay. Finish mixing this a little bit. So I'm just getting this a little bit smooth-ish. Ooh, wait, I forgot something. Since we're done with... No, I need that. I got an order this week for a log cake, and I had so much fun making it, and it's really easy to make. Log as in like a log of wood, or I guess I've got 3 cakes to do like that. So. And it looks really cool. And it looks really complicated, but it's super easy to make. Sent here from Hula. Oh, thank you! Hula, man, thank you so much. Yeah, that's all I can do. That's all I can say. So, make this just a little bit. Just gonna change the color here. I'm out, bye. Bye, Planey Janie, thank you so much for hanging out. And for the follow. Hopefully I'll see you again. Have a good day. So it's a little bit. It's about, yeah, maybe a little bit more. Oh, I heard a follow. DJ Rob, thanks for the follow. Subscribe to tier 1. Thank you for the sub! You guys are awesome! This is my Filipino boyfriend. Amazing aloha. Nice to meet you. I'm Filipino too. I can't speak Tagalog at all, but I have the blood. Now, Log cake number 1. This is where it gets fun. Oh wait, I need one more. Piping bag. Is that gonna work? Yes. Drop it there. Now this buttercream is really thick, but I made it that way because of what I'm gonna be doing for the decoration. Neither can I. Yeah. He's my coconut and I'm a banana. I'm pretty much a coconut too. Put the lime in the coconut. Isn't it hard to put a banana in a coconut? I don't know. You can try. Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't encourage you. Okay, there's way too much in there. That's not soft enough. Oops. So it's not very soft, so what I'm gonna do is pinch off the top there and just kind of massage it a little bit. Just kind of squishy, squishy. Put the lime in the... That's what I said. Oh, wait. Da-da-da-da. So I'm just warming it up, just getting it a little softer so it just comes out. There we go, just a little bit better. Perfect. Get that ready off to the side. Okay, so the reason we made this top part... Good point. Don't encourage him, I live with that. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit of the lighter stuff on top. Just a little bit, you really don't need too much, unless you like a lot of frosting, in which case then you can layer it on. No judgment here. Okay, and we just wanna flatten it out best we can. Now for this one, don't go too close to the edge right now because we're gonna do something funky with it in a sec here. Needs maybe a little bit more. There. What? Thanks for the sub, Artie. You just want to use the emotes. Whoa. Oh. Cool. Am I supposed to announce that? Artie, say hi, say thank you to somebody. Subtrain hype. Hype, hype. Woo! Yay! You guys. I'm gonna need a hype emote pretty soon here. Okay. You guys, we're not even at the cool part yet. Move this over. Okay. You like my emotes? I got them done yesterday. Or they were finished yesterday. Okay. How long do you think I need to cool my cakes? Before you ice them or just in general? So, coming out of the pan, I wait about 10-15 minutes. If you wait too long, they'll kind of solidify. Before icing, honestly, as long as you possibly can. I would wait about an hour after they're out of the pan at room temperature, then I would stick them in the fridge for at least half an hour. DJ Rob, gifted a tier 1. Wow. Oh, and I got another emote thanks to the gifts. DJ Rob, thank you so much for being so generous to all the followers and stuff. They're awesome. Okay. Log cake. We're gonna start making it look like a log, guys. So, this is way too full for what I'm doing, but whatever. I would honestly, for cakes before icing, err on the side of caution for real. Like, if there's even a slight bit of heat coming out, it'll melt the buttercream just enough to give you a headache. come on. Okay, so we're just making little patterns on the top. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be anything. Because we're gonna squish the crap out of them. Oh, I see. I think that my cakes need to cool down more than... They said the icing should be warm, that I just made in a saucepan. Pour frosting over a cake while it's still hot. Spread evenly with a spatula. No, work quickly as frosting will set up as it cools. So to me that sounds like ganache frosting, and that would be a little bit different. So the ganache itself would have to be warm or hot, but the cake itself would still need to be, like, cool. What I would do... is to check, if you're not gonna throw them in the fridge, to check, I would use like the back of my hand, like on like the thing like there on the bottom. And if you feel any bit of heat, that's too warm. Like it should feel cold. I will always throw my cakes into the fridge at least 20 minutes, half an hour before I start decorating them. Longer is better. So, we've got our little designs on the top. Oh, I have the frosting waiting in the saucepan. Yeah, so so it's probably a ganache type of thing. Or ganache or... It wouldn't be Swiss meringue buttercream because I don't understand why they would want to pour it. Okay, so we're gonna take our little... Is it okay to put the cakes in the fridge right now? It's been outside for 15 minutes. Outside the pans? You probably could. Some people... I've read, I don't know if I would do it, but some people will, take their cakes out of the oven, wait 15 minutes, take it out of the pan, and then while it's still hot, then they'll wrap it in saran wrap a couple times and then throw it in the freezer. But that's for keeping for future orders or something. But I mean, my point is it's not going to ruin it if it's slightly warm and you throw it in the fridge or freezer. The only thing about the fridge is don't forget that you have a cake in there, especially if it's uncovered, because it will dry your cake out really, really quickly. Okay. Fancy design. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take our little offset spatula. Just gonna lightly put it on. And then we're gonna spin the turntable. It's gonna drag the icing. I'm doing it slowly just so you guys can kind of see. Just keep going around. Just keep dragging the icing. Oops. Kind of came off funny there, but... See, even if you mess up, it's okay, because you can just keep going round and round. I don't know if you guys can tell what it is. It's supposed to be a tree. It's supposed to be the rings of a tree. And then what I like to do just to make it look more ringy is I'll take the very tip of the spatula and I'll just kind of have it sitting on the cake. I have a hard time with this camera. Cake, and then... By the way, I love that your channel points are called honey buns. Thank you! I know, I was sitting there thinking of... I gotta think of something cute and funny and, not stupid and something that's not already taken by every channel. So, thank you. I'm glad you like them. Okay, so I'm gonna put just the top tip of the spatula just on the bottom. Or, sorry, just on the top of the cake. And then I'm gonna turn my turntable. And as I'm turning the turntable, I'm just gonna come in just a little bit here. So you're making a swirly, and I'm sure you can kind of guess, as you make it around, you just go a little bit in, a little bit more, and end it. Boom! It's kind of hard to see in the pictures here, but... So now it kind of looks more like a... Whatchamacallit? Looks more like a log at the top, so when you chop a tree or whatever. Yeah. fill this guy up yet. Okay. Wow, that's awesome looking. Thank you. Gets fancier from here. Not really fancy, but okay. So now we've got the brown icing. That's actually still vanilla, but I just colored it brown. So now all we're gonna do is get icing on the side of the cake. Up and down. So you don't need to make it look pretty. You don't need to really anything with it, because we're gonna mess with it when we're done. Come down. Come up. Come down. Rinse and repeat till you get the whole cake. I should get bigger piping bags, but then I have to hold more icing in my hand. It's not that big of a deal to refill it more often. And then, just a tip for any bakers watching right now, anytime you refill your piping bag, just get the old stuff out, get that first fart, the first icing fart out, and then start piping again, because if you had started there, it would have farted all over. There. So now we've got icing on the side. Now, if you wanted to, you could honestly leave, like if you were making a log cake like this, you could leave it like this if you wanted to, because it kind of looks like it already. Bring it a little closer. It kind of already looks like a log. Except for that part. Don't look at that part. Let's not look at that part. There. It already kind of has the look of one. Kind of maybe like cartoony. You know? But I personally don't like how that looks. So, I get a little fancy with it. You're gonna need a skewer or like a toothpick. A skewer might work better since it's a little bit thicker. You could probably just use like a fork too, just one of the prongs. But I'm using a skewer. Oh, gotta go eat dinner, but have an amazing stream. Bye, Hula. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I know I already said thank you, but thank you so much. Okay, so use that one. Okay. So I'm gonna take another spatula, and I'm just gonna kind of flatten out the buttercream a little. Oh, that's right. So only go upwards, because if you go down, it's gonna pull the buttercream down with it and kind of mess up the top of your log there. So start from the bottom, work your way up. Kind of just smooths out the buttercream just a little. And then also kind of gives a cool effect kind of on top there. Like, looks like an actual split log. Now, that's a fun part. just fixing it just a little bit. This is what I mean by perfection. Like, I'm not even gonna keep it like this and I'm wanting to fix it. Started from the bottom, now we smear. Yeah, pretty much. That's literally it. That's all we're doing. Okay. Once you've got the smear in all down, take your skewer, toothpick, whatever it is you're using. You want to use the pointy side. And again, we're going to start from the bottom. This isn't much of a smear, though. I wonder what we can call this. It's like a... I don't know. Basically, you start from the bottom and you just want to pull up. And you just keep going. Don't just go straight up. Kind of, you know, go off to the side a little. Go up, you know, a little sideways, diagonal. Do some straight up. Do some going, like, forward that way. Some going backward that way. But still always going up. You always want to go in the direction that you want it to look like it's going. So, you know, if we go downwards, it's going to make it look like it's coming down. We want it to look tall, so we want to pull up. Pull up. And I'm doing this very lightly. I'm just like slightly scoring the sides. And I mean, even if you go too hard and go just a little too deep, that's fine, because you can always just fix it. You can just go nuts on this part, honestly. Like, trees are not perfect, so it's not like you have to think of any, like, designs, really. One thing I like to do, though, is I like to put knots on the tree. I don't know if I can describe what a knot is. It's just, if you think of like a, like, I don't know if you can see that. That's a knot. That's a knot in a tree. It's where the tree just kind of grows funny. I don't know. But so what I'll do is I'll kind of draw like a what shape is this? Like a kind of like a diamond shape, sorta. Or like teardrop type of shape type of thing. Let me see it. There, kind of like this thing right here. Kind of eyeball shape, but like kind of on the side. And then you want to mostly leave that little inner part alone, but you want to follow the shape. So I'll try to do it from here. I need a better camera. So follow the shape. So you want to go up and kind of up and just follow it. But not too much, not too far. And again, or not again. Honestly, the less thought you put into it, the better it'll look. Which is kind of funny. But see, and then even the little holes in the buttercream, you can use it to your advantage, and you can just make it look really, like, realistic, you know? So, just do more on the little knot there. And then something you can do for the knots is, like, kind of... It's hard to explain. I kind of dig it out just a little bit. Just to give it, like, some depth. Like volume? I don't know how you say it. But after you dig it out a little... I guess I can show you what I mean by digging out. So I've kind of... like just taken just a little bit of icing from in there. And then again, I'm just gonna go upwards because that's the direction I want it to go. Just kind of upwards. On the knot part, I don't want to necessarily make those lines. But I just want to make it have some, I don't know, texture, some life to it. And you can always fix up around it. You know? So... now it doesn't just look like a boring old log. It's got some life in it. You know, you can see the different parts of the tree, different growth. The best part about this cake is that you really don't have to make it perfect, so it makes it a little easier. So once we have most of the body done, the body of the tree, there's lots of little holes on the bottom, and those ones we just wanna... Let's put a little bit of icing in. And don't need to put too much thought into it, because again, the less thought you put into it, the more natural that it looks as you're going along with it. For this type of cake, anyway. So again, with the toothpick, we're just gonna go up. Or toothpick skewer, whatever the heck it is. Not. Do. And then if you mess up on a part or something, or you just don't like how it looks, it's so easy. What was it that DJ said? Bottom, from the bottom, now we smear. Yeah, so if you want to fix it, you just smear it. That's fine. Whatever. If it got a little too messy or something, just smear it flat. And then just redo it. There you go. And mix that up. You can always go back and fix it. And like fill in holes, make holes. It looks fantastic. I could never get the hang of cakes. You guess I don't really know you, but I was gonna say you could. I mean, it just takes practice. So, I wish I had more. Maybe I have some like cute sprinkles that would go along with that or something. Mushrooms or. Yeah, I don't have anything. I have like stars, but that doesn't really... Dang. Yeah, I don't have anything. So, anyways. Log cake! Well, true. They're really intimidating for me. I understand. You know, I say that you can get used to it, but the number of times that I've, had a nervous breakdown because the cake wasn't going the way I wanted it to, or the recipes were like messing up. So I please trust me when I say I understand. So here is our log cake. The knot right there. And then going around. That's cool, I feel ya. Yep. Round and round. You could even, like, if you wanted to make it look more like a stump, you could put more like icing like on the bottom there and make it more kind of tapered. That looks more like the trunk of a tree or something rather than like a part of a log, and then even I can't show you on that part. Even the top part with the tip that we used, it kind of gives it even like a little bit of like a more natural texture. Ugh. The color on this other camera is awful. This cake does not look like that color. But yeah, so that's a log cake. I had those other cakes that I made all my icing brown. So I guess I just better make all my log cakes. Great cake you made, thank you. Don't lose it while I, excuse me, try to pry it off the thing. Oh my god, it's so cute. Bex, once you start to get used to cakes and you make a cake that you feel really proud of, you are gonna just love it. I think once you make a cake that you enjoy, you're just gonna be like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Actually, I didn't realize it was already past 5 o'clock. I've had so much fun. Okay, let's just do one more cake. And then... call it. Since I've made all the stuff for a log cake, I'll just do another one. I hope so. Yeah. Hopefully I can catch you streaming sometime if you ever do stream your gaming, and I'll cheer you on from the sides. Okay, we're gonna put some of that lighter icing on top again, just to make the stump or whatever. Or not stump. Top of the stump. The decorations on again. Ooh, I don't like starting off in the middle. From outside. I think I put too much frosting last time. Oops. No! Yeah, whatever. Stupid little one right there, so ugly. Okay. Once you got those decorations on, get the side of your offset. And you're just gonna go around. Around a couple times. And if you need to fix it, you can always fix it, no worries. Oops. Yeah, wrong bowl. Okay, and then again, top of the offset. Just gonna go round and round. If you want to make like thicker ridges, you just kind of gotta angle the spatula the way you need to. Perfect. Okay. Add the bark. Up and down. Probably sell these cakes. Remember, when you're filling up your piping bag, make sure you let the first fart go out in the bowl, not on your cake. You can also start to make like the base now. Maybe I'll make one look more like a stump. So we want just a little bit more coming out. See, and like this is super, super rough too. Like you don't have to really worry, especially at this part. And maybe DJ Robzilla wants you to mail us the leftover icing. Pretty sure it'll melt. Yeah, it would melt. A man can dream. Yeah, you're just gonna have to keep dreaming. Or if you guys are in the US and you ever make it to Idaho, I'll give you all the frosting you want. And or can handle. You might have some cake with it too. Okay, again, we're gonna start from the bottom and smear. Smear from the bottom, up, up, up. So since we have a little bit of like extra texture here, obviously you want to keep that as best as you can, so you don't want to go too hard on those parts. You don't want to go too hard on the smearing with those parts, is what I'm trying to say. Smooth it out just a little bit. And then, you know, from here you can kind of see what all you need. And any adjustments you need to make, any more icing you need to put, always do that. This part's not doing the thing I want it to do. It's too... Speaking of melting icing, it's been sitting for a little long now, so it's getting a little melty. Figure that part out when we start. Okay. Noise. It melts quick for sure. Yeah, and it's warm here today. Oh, again, skewer, sharp side, or pointy side. Going down to up. Don't just go straight up. Kind of go off to the sides a little bit. Some can go straight up, but not all of them. It would look weird. Want movement. And then also be mindful if you're gonna make one that's a little more textured like this one, be mindful of the direction it goes then, there, you know. Like, can't really make that make sense without you seeing exactly what I'm... So like here I'm trying to make it look like it has more of like a root coming out of the ground or whatever. You know, you wouldn't want to just, oh yeah, you know, let's just go that way and that way. You know what I mean? So be mindful if you want it to be going, you know, up a certain way, up in a certain direction. Make it look natural. See? Oop. So you just kind of, you just make it blend, you know? I hope that made sense. If you do any painting or anything like that, or drawing, I know that that's the same kind of concept. You want to draw the line in the direction of the movement, not necessarily like, you know, draw it just to draw it. I don't know if I'm making sense. Okay, so here's the funky part. Let me finish this part. Deal with the funky. Again, we're following the little root over there. Okay, now the funky guy. Let's see. Nut right in here since it looks like a good spot for one. So for the nuts, remember to draw in kind of like a eyeball shape, teardrop shape, and you don't honestly you don't even have to. You don't even have to necessarily make like the full-on eyeball shape like that. You could make it so that to make it even more natural, you could just make it like come up like that, and like that. Kind of what I did with the other one, but I'm a little more detailed. So in that way, it looks like you cut off, like that knot would have been, you know, this big or whatever, but you cut it off there. I don't know, this is so fun. See, this is why I like making cakes. You can just do whatever. Follow the direction. And then make like random directions either on some of them. See, like this is a little, to me that's a little too clean. So I suggest trying this log cake, my friend. You see me just going whatever, and it's looking pretty cool, right? So I think if there's probably better tutorials out there on YouTube. I think you could do it. I think you could do it. You obviously have the drive. Just need the confidence. You can do it. Cool. Clean it up where you need to, but I mean, this one looks... that part's just gonna look funny. I don't quite have the... What am I doing wrong here? It's this part that looks funny. You're doing great. I'll for sure try it. She's right, you know, slash Morgan Freeman voice. DJ Robzilla, you just want to eat cake. Yep, you're right. Can't blame him. There you go. I gotta throw this in the fridge before it starts melting on me. But there's so much I want to fix. This is what I mean about the perfectionist junk. Get trapped on this for a little while. There you go. I'm messing with it too much. There you go. Aha. This is my kind of cake. I just beat on it until it does what I tell it to. Yes. Cool. I'm gonna stop messing with that. Okay, before I throw that in the fridge, I'll show you kind of the difference between the two shapes, I guess. So, where this one is more of like a cylindrical log, sorta. This one's like the stump, sorta. Trying to anyway. It's a little less straight. It's got the like roots or whatever. Oops. On the side. So, you know, even though it's the same cake, you can do different things with it. You can get super creative. I do technically have one more cake to do, but I think I'm gonna call it here. I love the Stump gang. Yeah, I honestly prefer the Stump too, just because it just looks, that little bit of extra just makes it look really cool. Yeah. It's been a few hours and it didn't feel like it. At first it did when I was doing like the extracts and stuff, but once I got to the cakes, that was fun. Thank you guys so much. Holy crap, I'm up to 8 subs today. My goal's gonna get obliterated here pretty soon. All my new followers, thank you so much for hanging out and for joining and for such a lively chat today. Today was a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. My next baking stream won't be until next Sunday. Ooh, I wonder if Hula and her boyfriend left, but I'll be making chocolate crinkle cookies, and then I'll be making ube crinkle cookies. Purple yam, or taro, similar to taro if anyone's ever had like taro bubble tea and stuff, but it's gonna be cookies next week. I'm super, super excited. What games do you play for your game streams? So right now I'm trying to finish FF7 remake. I was doing Breath of the Wild, but that or Breath of the Wild Master Mode, but that went and got into my back burner. Last of Us 2 came out, but it seems I thought I could just pick it up because I haven't played the first one. Thought I could just pick it up and play, but I don't think I can. So I beat regular mode, excuse me, 4 or 5 years ago when it first came out, and it took me that long to attempt master mode, so I don't know about Brave, but it was fun. I've got a few clips in there in my channel that are kind of a little bit entertaining at least. Yeah, I'm gonna try to I don't have any orders this week, but yes I do. Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday I'm gonna aim for some game streams. So if you guys are around, if you're free, if you're not doing anything, come check it out. Yeah, cool. I will be on the lookout for you, DJ Rob. Thanks for the stream today. Thank you. And thank you for all the gifts. You really didn't have to do that for anybody, but I appreciate it. And I'm sure they appreciate it too. So thank you guys so much. Whatever time it is, wherever you are, have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever. I will see you guys next time, whenever that is. Bye.